Hello and welcome. Here we grow wild and we try to make the things that we want and need. And today is going to be an exciting but also a bit stressful day. It's April 22nd, so I'm going to participate to the spring Knitathon 2023. It's an event where knitter all around the world knit together virtually, I guess, and knit as much as they can. It's kind of like a 24 hours event. You don't have to knit for 24 hours. It would be quite harsh. But you knit as much as you can and you dedicate a day to this craft. To be honest, I knit every day anyway, but maybe not as much. And so, yeah, so I'm gonna bring you along with me a little bit, then I'm gonna edit the video and I'm gonna upload it the same day today. So that's gonna be the work that I'll put for you and for this event. And I'm wearing some beautiful knitted garments. So this one is a beautiful pattern by Pia Trans, who's the amazing creator and knitter behind Knitathon or Knitathon. I don't remember how to pronounce it. And she's a Danish designer. She has beautiful patterns, and I made this really nice t-shirt in an Egyptian cotton last year, and it has this beautiful lace and these tiny little bubbles, and I think that is perfect for today. And I'm wearing also a Finnish object that I am so proud of. Sorry, my hair is a little bit all over the place today. I just woke up. But this is the Agnete cardigan by Petite Knit. I knitted it at a different gauge. I used the same needle size. I knitted the smallest size. My gauge was bigger, wider. So it's quite oversized, but I kind of wanted that look, and I still knitted the smallest size. This is probably one of the most special garment I have in my in my wardrobe. And I used an amazing yarn, and this is a non-superwashed yarn that I bought from Nina from the A Crafter's Tale podcast, and she hand dyed it, and I held it together with a mohair, and it's this beautiful mauve, absolutely beautiful color. And this is my first brioche cardigan, and I think I'm gonna knit another one, but this one took me over 3 months. I knitted a little bit at a time, but it took so much time. It was just, but I'm really happy I am done, and it was such a pleasure all the way through. I really love this increases. I still need to add some buttons. I haven't done that because I want to make them. But yeah, it's quite oversized, but that's kind of what I was going for. And I knitted this as part of a very chilled knit along that I am still hosting, I guess. I didn't put an end date. It was just very chill knit along called Movie Knits Knit Along. It's about knitting something, a garment or an accessory inspired by a movie character. And this was inspired by Marta Cabrera, who's an amazing character in Knives Out, the first one. And she has this brioche lilac cardigan. It's very similar in the construction, and I'm gonna knit a cotton Agnete cardigan by Petite Knit at some point. So yeah, let's go. Hello. Okay, I came back. I did some things that I needed to do, and I also passed by a local knitting or yarn store, and I got some goodies. I'm gonna show them to you soon. I have also my basket with some whips. So I guess we're about to start this Knitathon day. I just decided that I'll go live on Instagram at 6:30 p.m. Central European Time. You won't be able to know that unless you are on Instagram. So just saying, but it's gonna happen. Like, you're gonna see this video probably after the live. So I don't know why I said it. Anyhow, I'm gonna be fully immersed into the knitting and recording and this experience, right? Let's go into the yarn acquisition. I'm gonna show you quickly what I got, and then I'm gonna show you the whips I'm working on, and I'm gonna start knitting. I also have a salad here with me that I was eating, and some water. I'm out here in the garden. It's finally warm enough to... I mean, it's been warm some days, but other days it's been very cold. So let's go into the knitting, shall we? So the yarn store nearby has only Italian yarns, and the majority are from Borgo de Pazzi, which is a Florence-based Italian yarn company. This is their logo. I've knitted with their yarns before, and I just wanted to try new ones. So I passed by that store and they had beautiful yarns, but I was really good and I didn't buy too much. So I bought only 4 skeins, but it's gonna be enough to keep me entertained for the next months or so, whatever. Okay, so the first yarn I decided to try and to get is this absolutely gorgeous Fresco. I don't know how much you're seeing because it's very sunny. And this is 70% bamboo viscose and 30% linen. And it's 100 grams per skein and 450 meters. I think it's kind of like, it's a fingering weight. It's a fingering weight yarn, and it's absolutely amazing. It's kind of like shiny, and it has all of these colors. I don't know how much you can see. I don't really see so much in the sun from the screen of my camera, but it's absolutely gorgeous. This is the color 206. And I got 2 skeins because I think it's gonna be enough to knit a tee. I want to knit like just a drop shoulder tee. I was thinking to get inspired by the pattern Cloudberry Tee by Fiber Tales. I've knitted that pattern before, and I'm just gonna skip the color work. I'm just gonna knit it like plain. It has some little flowers color work on the sleeves, and I love that, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. This yarn has already a lot going on. It has this beautiful color, so I just want a plain tee, right? And I really love how that pattern fits me. It's a drop shoulder, top down pattern, so I'm definitely gonna cast that on soon, and I think it's gonna be enough. And I'm not sure. I was thinking to hold it double, but it could also be nice if I just, have a more like breezy open gauge, and so hold it single and use 375 millimeters needles, or even 4. We'll see. So that's the first yarn I got, and then I couldn't resist. So I've used this yarn before to knit my sister a pair of socks. This is their sock yarn, and look at these colors. I mean, How fun. This is the first thing I saw in the store was this one, and I was like, that's fun. Those are not really my colors combined, but I'm gonna knit a pair of socks with this. And this, I think, is enough to knit 2 pairs of women's socks. At least my size. I have European 37 shoe size. And it's 100 grams and 420 meters. It's 70% wool and 25% polyamide. So very good sock yarn. And then of course I got this color. It's like a self-striping yarn like this one, but it's more like my tones, kind of like warmer tones. So this is gonna be a beautiful, love this, but this is exciting. So those were the yarns I decided to gift myself for this day. And let me show you the whips. The little whips, the projects I'll be working on throughout today. I have 3 projects, but I think I'll focus on 2. So, the first one is this. This is a skirt, a test knit that I've been knitting and I've been testing. It's a pattern I've been testing for Andieknits, Anna. She also has a podcast. I love her podcast. Go and check her out. And this is one of her newest patterns and is coming out end of May, beginning of June, I guess. And it's a beautiful lace and stockinette repetitive pattern. I absolutely love it. It's so entertaining. It's so super simple, and I just love it. And it fits great. It has this shape. It kind of like increases on the side. I don't know how much you can see. It has this folded waistband with an elastic inside, and I love it. I have one more skein and I ordered another one just in case. I think it will be enough, one more skein, to knit the length I want to reach, which is basically mid-calf, like under my knees length. And one more skein, I think it will be definitely enough. But I ordered another one just in case. And this is, I've been using Drops Bell. This is a cotton, viscose and linen blend by Drops Designs. And this is the color 21. And it's kind of this beautiful dusty rose color. Drops Bell. I absolutely love this, and I've been loving knitting on it. I prioritize my cardigan that I showed you this morning. The past few days I wanted to finish it, or the past week, but I will definitely try to finish this before the beginning of May. So this week, because it's just a little bit left. It's kind of like maybe 10-15 more centimeters of work, and then I'll have a skirt, and it's my first skirt. Can you believe it? I cannot. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I want to knit another one in maybe a darker color. I was thinking kind of like an olive green or like a dark green, forest green color, but I want to find the perfect yarn, and I think I'll try some Borgo de Pazzi linen yarn. I want to knit more with Italian local yarns. So yeah, that's the first whip I'll be working on, and then I have 2 more. One I casted on yesterday on a hike because I wanted like a tiny project, and I really wanted to knit with this yarn. This is a camisole that I kind of self-drafted, getting inspired by the camisole number 4 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. I'm knitting that as well, but that's knitted top down, and I decided to do some like bottom up, simple 2x2 broken rib camisole. This is not really a color that really fits my skin, but I really love this lilac, and this yarn is one of my favorite yarns that I ever knitted with. It's a blend of nettle fibers, organic wool and silk, and it's just so soft. It has a beautiful shine to it. I don't know, I just absolutely love knitting with this yarn. And I was thinking that if this color doesn't really fit my skin, I could dye it with onion peels to give a bit of a warmer hue. But I have been absolutely enjoying knitting with this. However, I'm using needle size 3 millimeters, not 3.5. So it's gonna take a while, but I'm in no rush. So that's another whip, but I'm not sure I'm gonna work on it. We'll see, maybe. We'll see. And then I've got a dress. So this is the camisole number 4. It's a broken rib type of pattern, and it's beautiful. It's knitted top down, and I'm turning it into a dress. I've been knitting it as part of my cruelty-free silk series of videos, and I want to finish it because next week is gonna be, I'm gonna share all my opinions about cruelty-free silk yarns and the projects and all of that in the last episode. So I want to have this done, but I don't know if I'll manage. I was thinking to dedicate today to work on this a bit more. And it's a dress. I decided to turn it into a dress. I'm gonna make a dress, and it's so exciting. I really would love to have a dress, especially in this silk yarn. I'm using Knitting for Olive pure silk, and I ran out. That's why I kind of stopped knitting on it. But the other day I ordered more, and it arrived today. I have this much left, so I have to go and pick up the package. And my God, do I have time to do that? Maybe I don't have time. So that's another whip that I could work on, and I was wanting to work on, but now I realize I have to go and get the yarn, the package. But I could focus on this, I guess, today, and maybe I could cast on a pair of socks with this. Now I'm gonna just chill in the sun and knit on my skirt and drink some water, finish my salad, and I just love this day. I felt a little bit stressed yesterday because I had some things to do, and I was like, oh my God, tomorrow I have to dedicate all of this time to knit. But I'm just so excited I can do that, and I can, I'm lucky. I'm feeling very lucky. So let's start knitting, shall we? Okay, I have been knitting this for 1 hour, and now I need to really walk my dogs because they're getting a bit hyperactive. And I'm gonna bring this baby and I'm gonna cast on a pair of socks, so I'll technically be knitting during my walk as well. So I'm gonna knit all day. Let's go. So exciting. So exciting. This is so fun. I am back, and this is how much I got done. I brought with me the crazy clowny yarn and I really enjoyed knitting on this, but I'm not sure about this color in my wardrobe. We'll see. It's all over the place. I enjoyed this. I'm knitting my to-go vanilla sock pattern, which is the Everyday Socks by Petite Knit, and it's vanilla sock pattern. I'm using needle size 2.25, and this is 9-inch, maybe 25 centimeters, something like that, circular. I've been enjoying this, although not sure about these colors, but it's very fun to knit. I think I'm going to wrap up this video here because I need to edit it and upload it. And thank you so much for hanging out a bit with me today, and I am really honored to be part of this community. Knitting has taught me so much, not only techniques and the fiber world, but it really taught me a lot about patience and connection and value, and it's really priceless to be able to create something that I need and I will wear and I want with my own hands. Some weeks ago I was browsing around a market in town and I saw this sweater that was very similar to a sweater I was knitting. It had the same colors and kind of the same look. It was a little bit different, but it was very similar in the style and the color as well. And it cost $10. And I didn't think that, oh, I'm gonna buy that one and stop knitting mine. And I didn't feel that kind of frustration that mine takes knitting an entire sweater takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, plus the money of the yarn, and it's a lot of work. I didn't think about that. I thought I will actually not enjoy wearing that sweater as much as I would if I made it, so it's so priceless and it has so much more value, something that you've made or something that I've made. It's just adding an extra level of joy and excitement and pride to a garment or to a piece of or an object. And I think that we live in a society that is used to have any goods available at a fairly cheap price, and sometimes when we buy something that is handmade, we don't still understand it. I mean, we think, oh, it's cute, it's handmade, and I support this creator, but to make something yourself is just it just adds another level of value to that object. And I really wish people will invest some time in a craft in general and make something that they need and they will actually enjoy it. They will really understand our material world in a different way, I think. And so, yeah, knitting has taught me so much, and I hope you enjoy, be part of this community, and love this craft as much as I do. And thank you for being here and being a creator, being a crafter, being a knitter, or a crochet, or a sewer, or a human who's dedicating some time to their joyful craft or their creativities. Anyhow, thank you so much. I'm gonna go and change, take a quick shower and change, and happy knitting. See you next time. Bye. Hello, welcome. Life is fun, yes.